He said he's gonna go play Tomb Raider and
Okay.
to just, you know, call him when the time comes.
Okay, he did that at the
He's
start of the
busy.
tournament as well.
He's
Yeah.
busy.
He's been playing Tomb Raider all day.
Yeah. I mean, fair point. Why not? May as well. I mean, if you're waiting for the games, you can be warming up, or you can be playing Tomb Raider. Anyway, enough about that, because we are now on Oceanborn LE. And none of our Protoss players is pink or purple. Because we have a blue Protoss player from Poland representing Berserker Esports. It is PAPI.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the red Polish Protoss player representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Rodzyn. And if you're in the chat, very quickly, predictions are open. They're open for another minute. So place your bets on who you think advances on to the finals to face off against Christiane.
I just want to say that Berserker and Platinum Heroes have become really big clans.
Yeah, they're
big teams. Like they have a lot of players, both of them.
They're the modern day version of Alpha X and
yeah,
like maybe like Rodzyn. I don't
know.
No,
I wouldn't say that, because Rodzyn was more like
more
amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it will be closer to Alpha X. Yeah. We're like. They have like their top roster, but then there's like second roster, third roster, fifth roster, and so on.
There's like 5 tiers of like GM players on both Platinum Heroes and Berserker.
Yeah.
It's been really interesting to see them both like rise when it comes to just the amount of players that they have on their teams, and yeah, it's been really cool to see them thrive as well as we're getting into this, and we have a proxy pylon.
We do have a proxy pylon on Rodzyn's side of the map, so it looks like it will be just some hidden tech maybe. Or maybe just a pylon.
And we have our opener here. It's going to be double Stalker out of Rodzyn, going to be double Adept out of PAPI. This is what you wanted last game. PAPI is being aggressive.
Yes. Just go across the map. Do it.
We'll see how hard he commits, because it could be 2 Adept, it could be 4, could be 6, could be 8. We could just double down and just keep making Adepts. We'll see how hard we commit as it's only going to be 2.
That is cute. What is the point of this pylon?
To scout what comes.
Okay.
But it's to see what to see what 2 units come out without losing the purge, essentially.
You have a point, because they do pop out on this side of the gateways usually, so at least you will be able to see them as they move out.
Yeah, and now the probe comes back in, and now we can scout what comes next. We do confirm the Nexus, so really good scout here from Rodzyn, confirming it's not going to be a 1-base all-in. Behind this, Rodzyn does throw down a Stargate before Nexus back at home, so this should be for Oracle harass, but the Adepts, they have made it, but the wall is a wall.
Yeah, the wall is solid, and the Stalkers are in the front as well. At the same time, the other 2 Stalkers are on the other side of the map, and they did snipe a shield battery, I believe.
Yeah, they force a cancel on the shield battery here. They dance with the main army as well. Adepts do not make it in, and Rodzyn, he does find them.
Yeah, he fights the Adepts, and one of them will be getting a bit low, but I don't think it will be quite sniped. It will be saved just in time.
Yeah, but he does scout, he does confirm the lack of expansion, he commits a shade, he kills 1 probe here in the main base, and the wall is still looking solid, the Oracle's on the way. We have not scouted the Stargate opener yet from Rodzyn.
Okay, I was afraid that Rodzyn is gonna finish the wall and just gonna, completely lock himself out, but no, looks like he did cancel it in time. At the same time, the Adepts are being cleaned. I think one of them will survive for a time.
Yeah, a nice snipe there from Rodzyn. He is now expanding. It's a very late expansion, so there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure on this Oracle to get damage done. PAPI is up in workers. He has his army in position here at his natural. His main base does have a shield battery as well.
Yeah, so the Oracle won't be able to snipe any workers probably, but still may come with some stasis wards that will definitely damage the economy of PAPI. At the same time, we have the Stalkers on the front, and they will see if they can distract PAPI for long enough.
Oh yeah, they do distract the army for a moment. We do have that stasis trap into the main base as well, right into the center. Bold move, but PAPI does notice. He pulls back, and only 2 probes get caught.
Yeah, I do think maybe that was a little bit too bold from Rodzyn. Maybe if like he went for a bit more of the edge, like it would like just slip past PAPI, but no, and the Stalkers are getting trapped as well.
Oh, the force fields. We get 1, we get 2, we almost get 3, but the third one does escape. At the same time, we have a second Oracle getting ready to dive in, but so far, trading energy for Stalkers, a good trade for PAPI.
Yeah, good trade for PAPI, and the Oracle actually comes back home. It looks like it won't get any more damage done, and yeah, maybe the 2 Oracles can snipe a few workers, but I did see Stalkers in the main base of PAPI.
Yeah, we leave Stalkers in position. There's still that shield battery as well, potentially an overcharge as the Oracles are looking for some damage. Again, 2 Oracles can one-shot units, but we are paying attention, and PAPI does zone back those Oracles.
Yeah, even the main army of PAPI is trying to get those Oracles, so they have nothing to look for here, and I guess they will just be for scouting purposes here.
Yeah, now that the action does subside, PAPI started with an economic lead, and he maintains an economic lead as well, so he's in a slightly better position. In saying that, Rodzyn is going to have a slightly faster tech as well. We have a faster Twilight Council, faster Blink as a result, and potentially a faster third base. So Rodzyn, he's going to try to catch up in other ways.
Yeah, definitely looks that way. Like Rodzyn is building up, and at the same time, he is moving out of his Stalkers. It looks like he does not want to stop the pressure on PAPI, and I mean, he has been keeping PAPI on his side of the map, so at least he has achieved that.
Yeah, exactly. He has been able to achieve that at least. The Observer from PAPI does confirm the move out, as well as the third Nexus timing, so he's aware of the more economic stance that Rodzyn is trying to take. So PAPI is going to be feeling pretty solid so far. We have the Oracles once again threatening a dive, but PAPI always just keeping Stalkers in position.
Yeah, that he is. And oh, the Stalkers are moving right into the natural base. The Oracle gets sniped, but so is the Stalker of PAPI, and recall. Yeah, probably not ideal, as Rodzyn did lose quite a few units, but I mean, he tried.
He did. There was a lot of potential. I thought the dive was really bold, really brave, and I was expecting a little bit more to happen. He killed 1 Stalker, and he lost a Stalker and an Oracle of his own, so suddenly like he's in a much more difficult position here. The Adepts do get in. They're getting more damage done though.
They are sniping a few probes, and they're going straight into the main base, getting 4 probes in total, but it looks like they will be cleaned up.
Yeah, but just like that, Rodzyn, he finally takes an economic lead for the first time this game. His third base is getting up and running, and yeah, that's finally the damage that he has been looking for.
Yeah, it looks like it won't stop as the Stalkers once again moving across the map. There is an Immortal, there are sentries as well, but we'll see if maybe Rodzyn can get something done. I mean, all the army is at the third base.
Yeah, the problem is that like PAPI's had a better economy for longer, so that's translated into a larger army. PAPI's up in Immortals, he's up in Stalkers, he's now even in upgrades with Blink, he's working on +1 with a faster Forge. Rodzyn is going to threaten a dive, he does pick up a sentry, but again, he cannot fight this head on.
Yeah, definitely not. He will just try to dance with the army, see what he can do, and at the same time, he's taking a 4.
Fourth base is on the way, so he's going to try to get a little bit further ahead economically. PAPI has retaken his worker lead, so Rodzyn has stripped that away for a moment, but only for a moment, and now PAPI is getting ready for his push. +1 charge. Prism is on the way as well. PAPI is soon going to be moving out.
Yeah, Rodzyn is trying to keep an eye on the army, trying to keep it distracted, but he can only do it for so long, as it will move across the map soon.
Oh, as he moves out though, Rodzyn is coming in for a counterattack, going to be slipping in between the bases, working towards that natural. We do have some warpins available though. We will warp in defensively, but it's taking a little bit too long. Probes are going down.
Yeah, probes will be going down. The Stalkers moving to the main base as well, and also those are few Stalkers that are not in the attack of PAPI. But there's a lot of forces in that attack. There is the sentry, there is the Immortal, and there's not that much defense from Rodzyn.
Rodzyn's out of position, but he catches the Prism. He almost does catch the Prism. Meanwhile, we try to get a full surround going on. Zealots from the right-hand side, Stalkers from the left. Shield battery does go down to the natural, and can PAPI take this fight?
He is surrounding the forces, but I don't think the surround is enough. The Immortal was still alive and was still giving damage. Now the Zealots are reinforcing the army of PAPI, and I think he still has enough.
Yeah, he takes down 11 workers. Big warp in the Prism survived. I thought it was going to get sniped. I thought it was going to be going down, but no, it does make it out. GG gets called, and PAPI does take game number 1.
I will say though, the funniest moment of this game was that War Priest flying straight into the circus. Whoop! Oh, never mind. My bad. like the reaction was so crisp. I loved it.
I mean, that was almost a really big moment for Rodzyn. Rodzyn was
Yeah.
almost able to dive on that, and if he was able to snipe the prism, then no more reinforcements, then maybe he can hold on. But yeah, somehow that prism survived.
Yeah. No, literally, if the prism would go down, like Rodzyn would probably hold this because I mean, PAPI lost the Immortal, he lost the Sentries, it was just the Stalkers, and then the reinforcing Zealots came in. So I feel like if the War Priest went down, like probably Rodzyn would win that fight.
Oh yeah, could have been a very different outcome, and then he would have survived with a fourth base. You know, he would have been up in bases in general, and it could have been a different outcome. But regardless, in the end, PAPI does take the first game here. We're getting into game 2, and a big shout out to Air Orange. Oh my god, one of the longtime supporters of the channel, subscribing for 25 months. Thank you, PAPI. Thank
25.
you. Quack.
It's more than 2 years.
That's over 2. That's math.
Oh no, math on stream. That's illegal. But anyway, yeah, I see that we fixed some mistakes from the previous game, and Light will get to that in a moment. But first, on the bottom left corner of Hecate, Ellie, it is our blue Protoss Polish player, representing Berserker Esports. It's PAPI.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the purple Polish Protoss player, representing the Platinum Heroes, now playing the correct color. It is Rodzyn.
I feel like it only adds to it that it's Platinum Heroes as well.
Oh yeah.
All the peaks.
Exactly. Rodzyn, he's full of P right now, and with that, I mean, that's what he's been missing. That's what he needs.
Oh my god.
Uh,
What you guys don't see is how happy Light is with every line like this. He's so proud of himself.
what do you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about.
No, nothing.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we have show the boop. Show the boop.
Oh.
There was a boop. Yay!
Do you think that hurts? Like they're like these big mechanical like constructions, you know? They're
No, they were gentle.
Are
So
they?
they look just like whoop, and then they go away.
That boop looked violent. I don't know if you saw. That was a hard boop.
I mean, look.
I could hear the thunk.
Someone edit that. With like a metallic spunk.
Yeah, there was a. I could see the loud metallic thunk there when they like smashed their heads against each other. That was.
Look, props are built for this, okay?
They're built
they're fine.
Yeah.
Yes, they are built different, actually.
Here we go. We're getting into our openers, and it is going to be double gate once again. This time, both players have chosen to go adept.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have some aggression on the way, but I feel like this will be very similar to Christiane and Art in the sense that probably both players will meet each other in the middle of the map, and then things will just get chaotic.
Well, we'll see, because both players have chosen violence. It isn't just double adept. We have 2 more adepts here from Rodzyn, and PAPI, he's actually cancels the adepts. He's going into stalkers.
Yeah, he saw the adepts of Rodzyn, and he's trying to snipe them down. One of them is very low, but so is PAPI's.
Oh my god. With that, in the midst of that chaos, one adept went down, Rodzyn's adept went down, and PAPI does keep both of his alive. So a good trade so far from PAPI. We have stalkers on the way, which again, in a head-to-head fight, they will trade better. The adept will commit to the shade. We will kill one probe on the low ground, but the stalkers have arrived.
Yeah, the stalkers have arrived to clean up the adept. At the same time, the adepts of PAPI are being cleaned up on the other side of the map by other adepts, so I guess none of the players is really getting damage done.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, PAPI did trade a little bit better in the end. He lost 1 adept, but he killed 2. But we're continuing. We are continuing adept production.
Okay. We're having the Robo is on the way as well, so I guess we will be getting a War Priest, so fair even more adepts across the map.
It should be for that Prism to be able to bypass the wall and get across the map. In total, we have 6 Adepts here for Rodzyn. He's pushing out across the map. With 6 Adepts, even a War Prism here to block will not be enough. You can DPS it down and you can try to break your way into the base itself. So PAPI has to be very careful here because he has no idea how committed Rodzyn is.
Yeah, he has no idea, and he is working on his tech right now. He actually sees the Adepts, he just pulls the probes, okay?
He panicked for a little bit there, pulling some of those workers. Going to be main-arting that natural base. The Adepts, they do see the lack of saturation for now, and we shouldn't be committed. Also, we should be committing to the shade as we get one probe.
Yeah, it looks like Rodzyn will be careful with these Adepts, but it also means that they are not getting damage done. And I mean, PAPI is now aware of what is going on, and I'm sure he will be working on his army.
Yeah, and with that, he's going for a Twilight Council, starting a Blink as well. Again, Stalkers in a head-to-head fight are superior than Adepts. Adepts are designed to harass, Stalkers are designed to fight head-on here, and you can see that Rodzyn's being bullied back. He needs to trade, he needs to get some kind of economic damage done to make this worth it.
Yeah, it looks like the Adepts are starting to fall. The 2 Stalkers are chasing them down, and it's enough, apparently.
Oh, it is enough. There's 3 Adepts remaining here. They will manage to escape behind this. We're doubling down. When behind, Darkshine.
I mean, anytime, Darkshine.
Yeah. Anytime. As we are still continuing the harassment here, 3 Adepts, they still threaten this shade, and they will commit.
Yeah, I mean, 2 Adepts still one-shot workers, I believe, so, I mean, do they? They do, right?
Yeah, 2.
The Glaveless Adepts still do shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they will still take down 3 probes, and Blink is about to be done for PAPI, so now these Stalkers will be that much more effective at chasing, but we'll see if maybe Rodzyn can distract PAPI and like attack at 2 places at once. I mean, he has access to those Adepts, he has the War Priest now coming to the main base, so maybe he can get something done.
Yeah, there's potential here. Unfortunately, Observer does start up. I was going to say that we're probably waiting for Dark Templar, so DTs into the main base, but there will be detection available. Stalkers are pushing across the map. They have found the army. There's not much to defend here back at home. We do have a shield, but we do have an overcharge.
Yeah, I think Rodzyn was a bit too focused on the harassment and actually did not prepare a great defense, but I mean, the Immortal is still something to be respected, so PAPI will be careful about how he approaches this.
He will be careful. The force fields were a little bit premature, but here we go. We have 2 DTs heading towards that main base. At the same time, we have the Prism drop into the main as well, so we have DTs looking to hit every base at the same time, and so far, have we noticed we do have detection?
Yeah, we have an Observer, and the DTs in the natural will be spotted and defended, but it looks like the one in the main is still there maybe, but the probes were evacuated. At the same time, PAPI tries to break the defense of Rodzyn, but actually he is a bit too late, and Rodzyn has 2 Immortals now.
Yeah, Rodzyn, he does hold. Meanwhile, DTs are still wreaking havoc. They catch probes here at the 3rd base. 8 workers go down, and we're going to be recalling back home, recalling the, I believe, Observer back home as well. A bit of an overreaction. We already had an Observer here, so a lot of chaos is ensuing, and suddenly, Rodzyn, he's able to even up that worker count.
Yeah, I mean, the Adepts are coming into the base of Rodzyn, but they're not really able to get much damage. 3 probes do fall, but in the end, I mean, it's still not too bad, but Rodzyn is not in the lead, though, in the workers. He's still a bit behind.
I mean, he still doesn't have a 3rd base. You know, PAPI, he's up in workers. He has a better economy. He has a 3rd base up and running. He does have the supply lead as well because of the better economy. And what Rodzyn did was okay, but it still just wasn't enough to equalize.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was a good damage, but not quite enough. That War Priest still is alive, so it still poses a threat. But right now, I don't think Rodzyn can really do much with that. He has those 2 Immortals, and I guess maybe he can do something with that, but I think he just wants to be defensive for now.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck at home for the time being. As you mentioned, he does have the Immortal lead, which can help. Now he's working towards the Forge, +1, his own Blink, but PAPI, he's just getting further ahead tech-wise. He's already got +1 on the way. He's already got Charge on the way, alongside a massive Gateway Explosion. And at the moment, PAPI, or the supplies are looking similar, but that is soon about to change once these gateways kick in.
Oh yeah. Definitely. That is a lot of gates. At the same time, though, Rodzyn is going around the map. He is trying to maybe find the army of PAPI or maybe go straight around it. And we'll see if he can, as he actually may be able to rotate over.
Yeah, we can see Rodzyn the first to take a 4th base. He does get eyes on the 4th base of his opponent. He's going to try to force a cancel, and PAPI's out of position.
Yeah, he is not far away, but enough to get that base cancelled, and that is a small victory for Rodzyn, as you said, his base is already on the way. Meanwhile, PAPI has to remake his.
Yeah, he has to remake it. The War Prism is still going to be threatening a dive. We haven't committed yet, but it's still in position for whenever we do need that. So as you mentioned, like a nice little win here for PAPI, for Rodzyn, but PAPI is going to be pushing now with the War Prism, and now he's going to be committing.
Yeah, he has his own Immortals now as well, and the upgrades are on the way, so that is a nice window for PAPI, but we'll see how he is gonna use it. Rodzyn is trying to circle between his bases, he's trying to make sure that he's not out of position at any moment, but we'll just see.
Yeah, the downside here is that PAPI, like, army quality-wise is just better with Chargel Archon. He has a lot of Zealots here to buffer and to just be a kind of a buffer zone for the rest of his army. He's got Archons to counteract the Zealots of his opponent. Rodzyn is relying quite heavily here on a purely Stalker-based composition. He's pushing out again. He's looking to deny the 4th base for a second time if possible.
Yeah, he wants to snipe that base, but I don't think he quite has enough this time. This time PAPI was close enough, and he will be able to fend off the Stalkers. At the time, right now, they are even of upgrades, so that's nice for Rodzyn, but soon enough, PAPI will get his second upgrade on.
Yeah, and he does pull back with that Prism, does keep it alive just in time as well. And you can see that PAPI, he's looking to push across the map, looking to snowball out of control. We do have a defensive line, though. We have shield batteries, overcharge, and a lot of Zealots have been warped in.
Yeah, I think PAPI may be just waiting for the upgrade, because the second upgrade will be soon, but I just a little worried that if he waits a bit too long, maybe Rodzyn does like make the defense and actually will be more difficult to attack into him. But I think right now PAPI has enough of an advantage that he's not really worried about that.
Yeah, we'll see how we engage here. Looking at the army sizes here, I mean, we have pretty similar Zealot counts. We have the same Immortal count. We have PAPI ahead slightly in Archons. It's going to be a close fight. As you mentioned, though, +1 is going to finish up in 5 seconds. Now we can push in.
Yeah, the Zealots are fighting each other, and looks like right now we have that upgrade finished, so now the fight should be in favor of PAPI, but he is trying to find a good position. He's trying to go all the way up.
Yeah, he does outposition Rodzyn. He has a better concave, he has a better engagement. The Archons are going ham on these Zealots as well. The Zealots of Rodzyn are melting.
Yeah, so the Archons are still alive for PAPI as well, and so are the Immortals, and they're chewing right through Rodzyn's army.
Yeah.
There is a reinforcement warping, but I don't think it's enough right now.
Exactly, PAPI taking an amazing engagement there again. He just was able to go to town on those Zealots. He had a really good arc with those Archons as well, and now he's breaking into the natural, and the supply at this stage does not lie here. Rodzyn going to try to come in from behind with Zealots and some Immortals, but again, he just doesn't have enough.
I mean, the Zealots will go through the army of PAPI. They will take down an Archon as well as an Immortal, but it's not enough, and there are reinforcements from PAPI as well.
Yeah, there are reinforcements on the way. The Zealots go down. We focus on the Prism as well. We need one more blink. GG gets called, and PAPI will take the series 2-0.
GG. So 1 second.
GG, well played. PAPI will advance on to the grand finals over his opponent. Congratulations. My condolences to Rodzyn, but he did very well for himself making it this far. Again, he had a very powerful performance earlier against Aristory, so very well done to Rodzyn, but does meet his end in the end here. And PAPI makes it to the finals 2 weeks in a row. Last week, PAPI went to the finals against a laser and did get taken out. But now he's in a PvP against Cristiano, and we'll see who's able to come out on top here, because regardless of the victor, we're going to have a new champion, as both PAPI and Cristiano, neither of them have actually won a House Open Cup before.